I am going to walk you through how to complete the mixed media self-portrait assignment. First thing you're going to want to do is download the PowerPoint instructions right here. Along with this video, these are written walkthrough instructions that will help you complete the assignment. What you're going to be doing is opening the self-portrait photo that you took from the last assignment. You actually took several self-portraits. You should have 4 to choose from if you completed all the previous assignments, but you can just pick one. Just pick your favorite, and we're going to open it up in PowerPoint. You're going to edit your photo and add your favorite quote in a creative way. You're going to make sure that photo fills up the whole slide, and you're going to use the editing tools in PowerPoint to add fun effects on your self-portrait. You're going to use different fonts, colors, and effects. There's lots of different options, and I'll go through how you can pick those. I'm not going to be specific in which fonts, colors, and effects you use. That will be up to you, whatever you want to use and whatever you think looks best. Just make sure there's no white boxes or text box surrounding your image. Things are done creatively and in a professional way. If you scroll down at the bottom, you can see my examples of before what your final product should look like. As you can see, there are different types of self-portraits, different types of quotes. People kind of created their mixed media self-portrait in a lot of different ways. These are all examples of before. So I won't be too specific about exactly what I'm looking for, but it should be something that your final product should look something like this and use all of these different creative elements. You're going to save the image as a JPEG and submit it to Canvas. PowerPoint is not normally what I would use to edit photos because we are, on an online space. It'll work for today, but also that's not to say that PowerPoint doesn't have some great features. It's a a lot of us are really familiar with PowerPoint already, so it's a good, quick way to get started on editing photos, especially for those of you who have no experience in doing so. This is a good place to start. So we're going to open up those instructions here. So first thing you're going to want to do is insert the picture that you saved onto your computer. It should be in your photography folder. This is the self-portrait that you took from one of the last 2 self-portrait assignments. So you're going to put that onto a PowerPoint slide. So you can do that by clicking Insert, Pictures from this device. Okay? Insert Pictures from this device. Go ahead and find your self-portrait. This is not me, but this is a great picture, so I will put it in here. Now you'll see when you insert it in the design ideas, the self-portrait doesn't fill up the full space right now, but if you see this little suggestion on the left, it makes it fill up the whole screen. I would like you to fill up as much of the slide as you can, so there's not a ton of white space. But if you decide to do something creative like this or this, and then maybe you want to add your quotes around here, that's a great creative idea. I'm going to let you play around with it, but I would like your photo to fill as much of the space as you can. So as you can see, when the design ideas pops up, or you can click home and then design ideas, it'll give you the option to fill up your entire screen. So first you're going to click on the picture, and under the picture format tab, you're going to use the corrections, color, and artistic effects tools. This allows you to do some kind of basic fun edits to your photo. So under the picture format tab, corrections, color, artistic effects. Now, once again, I'm not going to tell you what you should do. There's a lot of options though, so play around with it. This might be a little too much because I can't really see my photo anymore, so I might kind of play around with some different options. Maybe I want to change the color. Play around with it, see what you like. Again, that's under the Picture Format tab. Corrections, Color, and Artistic Effects. Now, to add words to your photo, you're going to click Insert, and then click on the Word Art button to add text. You can pick any of these, but once you choose it, you can always change it later. Let's say this is my favorite quote. So you can insert that word art and add any quote that you would like to be represented on your mixed media self-portrait. You can highlight the text and change the font and colors if you'd like. You can also change the shape format and to add special effects. So if I want to change the font, I can go to the Home button, change it here, change the color if I want to. You can also go to the Shape Format tab, and then you'll see this little glowing A. This allows you to add text effects. So let's say I want it to glow. I kind of got a blue thing going on, so I might add a blue accent. Again, it's under Shape Format in this Word Art Styles group. Maybe I want it to go like this. Follow a path. There's lots of different options. So take a look, play around under the Word Art Styles group. You'll see the text effects. Make it look cool and creative and, you know, a little bit different than just adding a text box with some basic font. If you look at some of my examples, you'll see that they added a lot of color, different fonts. They did it in kind of cool and creative ways. So play around with it and get creative. When you're done adding your effects, you can move your text around the image wherever you want it to end up. If you are adding multiple quotes, you might make it larger or smaller. Let's just say for example purposes, I'm only going to add one, but you can put your quote or quotes wherever you'd like to around the page, as long as it's not like obstructing your photo too much. The last step is to export this as a JPEG file, so just an image file. What's great about PowerPoint is that not only is it used to make slides and presentations, but you can make videos, you can create GIFs or GIFs, you can export it to PDFs or image files. So nobody would ever really even know that you made this on PowerPoint, even though PowerPoint isn't really technically a photo editing software. You could export it as an image and no one would know that this is the program that you used. So like I said, if you've got to do something kind of quick and easy, you just need to make some quick edits to a photo, PowerPoint can be a good option. So you're going to go to File, Export, change file type, JPEG, and I'm going to call it my mixed media self-portrait. I'm going to save it to my photography folder. And now that should pop up as one file. You're going to upload that to Canvas. And there you go.